Ubisoft put the Assassin's Creed series on ice for a year after the 2015 release of Syndicate. And after that year off, Ubisoft came back with Assassin's Creed Origins, which marked a real turning point for the series. So where does Ubisoft go next with its historical open world adventures?
According to some leaked new information from industry insider Liam Robertson, the next Assassin's Creed game is already well into development and will be set in ancient Greece. Writing for comicbook.com, Robertson reports the next AC will release in fall 2019 for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Apparently Ubisoft are planning to include Greece as a location in last year's Assassin's Creed Origins, but they later decided to give the setting its own full game. One source indicates Assassin's Creed 2019 has been in full production since early 2017, even before Origins was released. Robertson also says there's been no discussion about a Switch version of the next Assassin's Creed title, and the vast scope of the game is preventing Ubisoft from porting it to Nintendo's system. As for the credibility of the rumour, Robertson says, quote, "It's worth noting that one of our primary sources for this information also provided us with accurate scoops on the development of Assassin's Creed Origins, including its setting, final name and even art from the project via a t-shirt (brackets really). Origins title and setting was indeed accurately leaked on May 6, 2017 by Liam Robertson before the game was announced a month later." Ancient Greece I think is a great setting. It feels like a natural next step. It feels like just exploring the ancient world is a kind of a great way to deal with the series at the moment, because they've been kind of moving through recent history with Assassin's Creed 3 and Unity and Syndicate that were kind of like, you know, Victorian London and stuff, and the Revolution in France. It's all stuff that's kind of a bit more recent. So they've taken the series right back to before the original Assassin's Creed game, which I think was a smart move to begin with. And yeah, Ancient Greece, what a cool idea for a setting. I think there's a lot of weight to the rumour based on the track record of the guy and the fact that it was, you know, it's kind of a loose leak as well. It's just saying that the setting really is ancient Greece. They're already working on it. Of course, they're already working on it. We could expect that. And for it to release next year is probably the best news of all. I'm glad that they're going to be sticking to that 2-year cycle between games now. That's good.
That is definitely good, because that's their new strategy, right? Because it works so well with Origins that they're just using that as their strategy going forward. They took 2 years and it's sold twice as much. So why not just take 2 years and support the game for longer? People like the game better, the reviews better if you take more time about your game. About the setting itself, Egypt did really well from it. It's like kind of proper civilizations, like the very first civilization, Egypt. Where do we go from there? Well, the next civilization, Greece, isn't it? And then they got to do Rome afterwards. Have they done Rome already?
Well, yeah, but
done Rome already.
But not ancient Rome. It was
ancient. You know. There you go. So that's my prediction for 2021. Now that seems like a big number. Rome, though, that's for sure.
There's a whole game set in Rome. There's like a.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Mike. In other Assassin's Creed news, this week saw the official release of Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered for the PS4 and Xbox One. Rogue originally came out in 2014 towards the tail end of last console generation for PS3 and Xbox 360. At the time of its release, Rogue was largely forgotten by most people who had already moved on to the next generation of consoles. It's also worth mentioning Ubisoft released Assassin's Creed Unity on the very same day as Rogue, so it was always going to be up against it. Nonetheless, Rogue was reviewed decently with a Metacritic score of 72 on PS3 and Xbox 360. But now Ubisoft have brought the game back to life with the remastered edition, which features increased graphical fidelity and support for 4K on the Pro and Xbox One X.
Now at the time of recording, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered has a 75 Metascore on PS4 and a 67 on Xbox One. Reviews have called it a modest remaster with some nice graphical upgrades, with most of the criticism being levelled at the game's outdated mechanics, which appear especially old compared to the reinvented gameplay of Origins. And that's totally understandable. You get a game like Assassin's Creed Origins, completely revolutionises the series, changes the combat and progression and everything. It's just a different game. You know, not long after that, you get another game that kind of takes you back to possibly the weakest in the series, and it's a remaster of that game. Yes, it was always kind of up against it. Yet again, the game's initial release is like, you know, is just a cursed release because it's on the previous gen when everyone's moving forward to the PS4 and Xbox One. That was just released on the 360 and PS3 at the same time as a new game on the newer gen consoles. I mean, it was always going to be cursed, and now here we go again. Assassin's Creed Origins lands, and yet again, this is cursed by the newer, better version of the game. I mean, what sad tale.
So that's it, 100% confirmed it's going to be Greece for Assassin's Creed 2000. Not really, that was sarcasm. But anyway, where else would you like it to be? If not Greece, let us know down in the comments below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around here, support us on Patreon if you're awesome. Check out another video there on the screen if you want to do that. Right now, we'll see you again in the next video. That was a shit show. Bye for now.